Okay, it's going. All right, I'm here to talk about the new weather exhibit, which is actually being installed as we speak up at the Mesa Lab. So I'll be showing you some information about the content that's in there and then some kind of live updates on what's been going on. So this is a before photo that you all probably recognize of what it's looked like up in the lobby area for quite some time. So we had the opportunity with some UCAR bond funds to do a new exhibit, and so our goal was to make a nice, complete weather exhibit that's a little bit more designed and planned out than we've had the opportunity to do before. So the second bullet there, you can see what we want visitors to leave with, and I want to comment that this has been a collaborative effort with tons of different people from all over the institution participating. So it's been really great to have so many people involved. We had an advisory committee that came up with 3 big ideas for the exhibit. These are concepts that are kind of interwoven throughout all the different sections, and once you get a chance to see the exhibit, you'll see the story being told. Our exhibits have a bunch of different components, hands-on things that people can interact with, touch screens with different games and interactives, and then large panels with text and images. And in this exhibit, you'll see there are some really beautiful, huge images on the walls. Section 1 is about weather is always happening and kind of the basic building blocks of weather. And so this Wordle, you can kind of see popping out concepts of what's in that section. I took all the text from the panels to make these for the different sections. This is a sketch of Section 1. You can see that cloud, sea of clouds is there. We also have a touch screen right underneath the windows. There's some stuff about clouds on that screen, so people can also have the opportunity to look out and possibly see clouds to the east. So that's that one. And then Section 2 is about severe weather. You can see things popping up here. Thunderstorms, tornadoes, blizzards, Chinook winds, and hurricanes are the focus in this section. It's funny because hurricanes don't really pop out as a big word. And in this section, we have the lightning tube, which has been on the exhibit floor. We also have a car trunk that has hail damage to it, and we have a model of a hailstone on that. The tornado that is in the center, kind of where this vantage point is still going to be there, and then a touch screen as well. Section 3 is about watching the weather and telling the story about how people historically have learned about weather, instruments that scientists use, different career paths that are involved in the general study of weather. And in this section, we have this, what looks like a screen on the right is actually the microburst. There was a prototype on the floor a long time ago that's been brought out, new and improved, and so people can interact with that. We've got anemometers in a case, as well as a touch screen that has Unidata's IDV displaying real-time weather on it. The Section 4 is about predicting weather, so models and forecasting, telling the story of how supercomputers help scientists with models and forecasting and how models can improve forecasts. So it's something a lot of people don't really understand, and we're excited to tell that story. There's a touch screen here that has some interactives about snowstorms and thunderstorms, hurricanes. And also there's a wind, this thing in the front has sand in it, and with a fan you blow around the wind and see what wind does with particles. The last content section is about weather and climate. So we're talking about the connections between weather and climate and how they're different in different places and how things change over time. So this is down by the theater towards the end where you can walk up the stairs and go to the climate section. So we kind of chose that as a transition space. The turbulent orb that's been there is still going to be there with more interpretation about what you can see when you spin the fluid-filled orb. Now this space is more towards the front of the lobby where you come in. It used to be the science store. And we're going to have an art table down at the back, and then people can tell their weather story, drawing pictures or writing things down with words and hang them on this wall. Here are some examples of what those stories might look like, and we'll just change them out, and you're welcome to participate. People might not always do pictures. You might want to just use words, which is fine too. In that space, we're also, I'm going to start going ahead, we're going to have the Magic Planet. It doesn't look like this for us because we don't have this 360 area around it. But we're moving it into a closet there, and the touch screen's outside, so you can, instead of walking around it, use the touch screen to manipulate it so you can see all the sides of the screen. So we're excited to actually have our Magic Planet in a space that will work well. So this week, these were taken yesterday, a big, huge lightning image on one wall, and that's the modeling and forecasting section on the bottom right there. And I think the last thing, we're having a staff party opening celebration on Wednesday, October 10th, so I hope you can all come and check out the new exhibit. That's it.